You know those coincidences that are just too on point to be random? Those are the things that you want to be paying attention to today during Mercury's retrograde Cazimi conjunct the Pleiades. For streamlined purposes, we're going to recap what the Mercury Cazimi is all about here. We already covered it on my Mercury retrograde video. If you were able to tune in for that, this is just a recap. What is a Mercury Cazimi? I mean, this is kind of a hot word that a lot of people are using lately. And basically, what it means is that it is a very tight conjunction. Basically means that a planet is arriving within the heart of the sun. So we're talking tight alignment with the sun. And the sun represents divine intellect. So the theory is that the energy of the sun is sort of pouring through this planet and they're becoming one. And so we're able to get sort of the best qualities of that planet. So if the planet is in a sign it likes to be in, even better, just like Mercury in Gemini. And that's what we have coming up with this Mercury Cazimi, Mercury retrograde Cazimi. And because we'll get direct and retrograde. And yeah, there's actually two definitions of Cazimi. And one is more medieval, and that requires the planet to be within 17 minutes of a degree with the sun. And the other one is a more classical definition, which is that the planet has to be within 1 degree of the sun. So either way you dice it, sometimes I find I get my Mercury Cazimi message the next day, or sometimes I get it the day before. So it doesn't have to be precise, but what I do recommend on the Mercury Cazimi, during the Mercury Cazimi, that we do take the time and effort to unplug so that we can be more receptive to what's flowing organically through us, and we can be more perceptive to the synchronicities and signs that the universe is sending us. Because as woo as that might sound, yeah, like what other way is the universe going to connect with us? Like what other way, it's not like every day an angel appears out of the sky and gives us a message. No, we just get that urge to look at the clock and it says 11:11 or it says our birthday or whatever it might be. So yeah, I mean, I know this is like challenging for some people to wrap their head around, but I mean, what else do we think astrology is, right? So without going too far down the rabbit hole today, because it is a Mercury retrograde on my end, let's bring it back in, Catherine. On that topic, though, the Pleiades do have to do with the ability to see the unseen. The Pleiades have everything to do with being able to perceive things that are hidden or cloaked in mystery, so AKA the occult. So it's fun for a lot of people who dabble in the magical and mystical arts of astrology and otherwise to play with this placement, because the Pleiades actually offer messages. So you can choose to have a connection and relationship with this star cluster. I've certainly worked closely with them and I've gotten amazing results from it. I also have a placement with it in my chart. But anyways, I just think that this Mercury Cazimi, where Mercury Cazimis are meant for us to get access to greater insights and clarity. It's like the eye of the storm within the Mercury retrograde, where a lot of things are coming up for review, a lot of things are in fluctuation or in question. And it's that Cazimi that we sort of enter that eye of the storm period where we're starting to get a lot of clarity, but it also means that we're sort of on the other side of Mercury retrograde. Like it's passed through the heart of the sun, and in about 10 more days, 11, 12 more days, Mercury is going to station direct. So it's as if we reach this threshold, like we're sort of getting some sort of clarity and we're nearing the other side of it. And there can be some helpful and supportive breakthroughs to whatever's in process for us with the Mercury retrograde. But the Pleiades in particular, because they have a lot to do with deciphering messages, and they do have a lot of association with like divine insight and being able to perceive messages. I mean, this is what Mercury is about. Mercury is a magician archetype. Mercury is a playful, mischievous archetype. And so working in symbol and working in parable, this is part of the archetype. It's of the nature. It's of the essence. So I just think that on this particular Cazimi, we want to be on the lookout for the messages in the world, and sort of like random synchronistic ironies that are presenting themselves. And what does it mean? So get creative with it. And yeah, what is the omen? What is the omen telling you? So be open. So that's a little bit about Mercury Cazimi conjunct the Pleiades, and that was your astrology shot of the day. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also visit me at my website where you can get on my mailing list and stay up to date on all the current offerings and classes that are going on. Till then, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to connecting with you. Bye.